So communication has been on my mind a lot lately, and I wanted to share a few things with you as I have been learning them and kind of recap a little bit. So communication is like so foundational to human relationships, right? We can't really do human relationship very well without communication or good communication. Listen to understand instead of listening to respond. And it hit me really hard because I think I listen to respond a lot, right? Like I'm already forming what I'm gonna say before the other person's even done talking. And that does a disservice to both me and the person because then I'm not fully hearing them. So that's the first thing, slowing down, listening to actually understand instead of listening to respond. The second thing is part of how we understand is by asking questions. And I have found myself leaving so many conversations lately where I think to myself later like, I didn't ask that question and I should have asked that question. The question becomes, what questions do I ask in order to fully understand? And I found out that why questions often put people on the defensive. They kind of like shut down conversation. They don't keep things open and engaging. Whereas if you can ask a how, a what, a where, a when question, like any of those tend to keep conversation flowing and more open and more communication happening in order to gain understanding. So especially the how and the what, I find that those questions really kind of keep conversation going and keep people engaging with each other. If you're in a conversation and you find that something the other person says, it activates you or triggers you and you feel like you're no longer able to communicate clearly or calmly, which is what you're responsible for, right? You're not responsible for the other person's communication. You're only responsible for your own clear, kind, calm communication. If you can no longer do that, then it's okay for you to say, I need to step away from this conversation for a few minutes. I really want to continue it. It's an important conversation to me, but I need a few minutes to calm myself down, and then I can come back to this conversation. That is okay to do. That is very, very, very okay to do, especially in a high conflict type of situation.